Welcome, beautiful soul. Do you ever feel a gentle pull from your future? A sense, deep within your heart, that there is a more expansive expression of yourself, a potential destiny that already exists, just waiting for you to turn your awareness towards it. And yet, do you feel anchored in the familiar? It can feel like you're living in the echo of your past, replaying the same mental programs, thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, and creating the same life over and over. You might look at others who seem to embody a different reality, and a soft voice inside whispers, "Why not me?" What if the space between the person you are now and the person you are becoming isn't about luck or circumstance? What if the key to unlocking that future lies not in your external world, but within your beautiful, internal one? It's a set of learnable skills to lovingly guide your brain, to signal new possibilities to your body, and to build the gentle momentum needed to create real, tangible change in your life. Before we go deeper, let's hold this with an open heart. The latest explorations in neuroscience, epigenetics, and quantum physics are beginning to show us that our subjective mind has a profound effect on our objective world. When you shift your internal state, your thoughts and your feelings, you begin to change your brain, your body, and ultimately, your life. These techniques are not about wishful thinking or daydreaming. They are about creating brain and heart coherence, a new state of being that allows you to step into your role as the conscious creator of your reality. So if you're ready to lovingly release the story of your past and begin writing the story of your future, let's gently begin this work together. So, what are we truly doing when we manifest? Let's look at this with soft eyes and explore the truth behind the ideas. At its core, to manifest is to become a conscious creator of your life. It's the sacred process of using your focused attention, your mind, and an elevated emotion to change your biological state of being. This isn't about passively wishing for things to appear or daydreaming. The truth is, your thoughts are the electrical charge, and your feelings are the magnetic charge in the energetic signature you broadcast. To invite a new experience, we must change both. Our current personality creates our current personal reality, and we can't step into a new future while we are still holding on to the energy of the past. Think of it as a loving partnership between your conscious awareness and your body's subconscious wisdom. The techniques we're about to explore now are invitations to release the habit of being your old self. By the time we are adults, it's believed that 95% of who we are is a collection of memorized behaviors and subconscious emotional patterns. To create a new life, the invitation is to unmemorize these limiting states and begin to gently fire and wire new neural pathways, installing new, loving programs that are in alignment with your desired future. You are compassionately pruning away the old self and allowing your new self to blossom. When you consistently place your gentle attention on what you desire, you are priming your brain to notice new potentials that were previously invisible to you. So, manifestation isn't magic. It's using proven principles to change who you are at a biological and energetic level, moving from a state of survival to a state of creation. Manifestation is simply the beautiful bridge that carries you from the familiar past to the unknown future, your heart is calling you to inhabit. You cannot create a beautiful new future if your energy is still living in the past. The foundational first step, the true beginning, is to get lovingly clear on the future you intend to welcome. A vague intention creates a vague reality. I want to be wealthy, or I want to be healthy, are beautiful starting points, but they don't yet offer a clear energetic blueprint for your body to follow. The invitation is to become specific, to feel into the details. What does that wealth look, sound, and feel like? Does it feel like freedom? Does it feel like ease? What does health mean to you in the quiet moments of your day? I invite you to take out a journal and really create a sacred space for this. Begin to define with exquisite clarity your future self. What does your ideal day feel like from the moment you gently open your beautiful eyes in the morning? Where are you living? Who are you sharing your heart with? What are you creating? The more detailed this inner blueprint becomes, the more real it feels to your brain. This isn't a wish list. This is you drawing the map to a new destiny, to a new you. This clarity is what turns an abstract idea into an observable reality in the quantum field of potential. Once your intention is alive in your heart, burning clear, like a lantern in the dark, it's time to breathe life into it through the sacred art of mental rehearsal. This is not just daydreaming. It is the same practice visionaries, inventors, and healers have used for centuries. Here's the miracle. Neuroscience shows us that when you truly feel a vision, your brain can't tell the difference between what you are imagining and what's happening in the outer world. Every time you step into that inner movie, your brain begins to wire new circuits, as though the event has already unfolded. You're literally laying down the tracks of your future self, installing the hardware before the software even runs. So here's how to begin. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes. Allow your body to soften. Pause the video after you've heard the instructions. And for 5 to 10 minutes, slip into the new memory of a future that hasn't yet happened. Imagine you're looking back on it with warmth, as though it has already unfolded. And don't just see it. That's not enough. What does it feel like to live inside that reality? Is it joy bubbling in your chest? A tidal wave of gratitude washing through your heart? A deep, grounded sense of wholeness? The alchemy lies in weaving thought and emotion together. The thought is the map. The emotion is the fire. When those two merge, something shifts. You are no longer just a thinker of a dream. You become the embodiment of it. Your body begins to believe. Your heart begins to broadcast. And in that moment, you are sending out a new electromagnetic signature, a frequency that calls your future toward you, like iron to a magnet. This is where manifestation begins, when your inner world becomes more real to you than your outer circumstances. That voice inside your head is often the tender chatter of your memorized self. If that internal narrative is replaying programs of unworthiness, limitation, or fear, it's a compassionate signal that your body is being commanded to stay in the past. To lovingly change your life, you can begin to change that program. An affirmation is more than just a positive statement. It is a declaration of truth you are using to recondition your body to a new, more aligned mind. When you declare, in the present tense, I am powerful and creative, you are consciously and lovingly interrupting the old automatic programs. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. And gentle repetition is what rewires the brain. That voice inside your head is often the tender chatter of your memorized self. If that internal narrative is replaying programs of unworthiness, limitation, or fear, it's a compassionate signal that your body is being commanded to stay in the past. To lovingly change your life, you can begin to change that program. An affirmation is more than just a positive statement. It is a declaration of truth you are using to recondition your body to a new, more aligned mind. When you declare, in the present tense, I am powerful and creative, you are consciously and lovingly interrupting the old automatic programs. Where you place your attention is where you place your energy. And gentle repetition is what rewires the brain. If these words are touching your heart and you feel ready to step beyond the old version of you, then I invite you to join me. Subscribe and turn on your notifications, because every week I share gentle and powerful ways to create a new reality that feels true for you. And now I would love to hear from you. Share in the comments, which practice or technique do you feel most called to explore as you begin shaping your future with love and intention? Now we arrive at the beautiful moment where our inner work is invited to express itself in the outer world. Some call it acting as if. I like to call it living from the heart of your future self today. The old model of reality is to wait for our external world to change before we give ourselves permission to feel different. The quantum model of reality invites us to feel different, to change our energy, our state of being, in order to cause an effect in our outer world. To simplify it, we could say, be, do, have. Instead of the old way of making changes, do, have, be. The invitation is to gently release the pattern of believing that our external environment controls our internal state, so you can lovingly ask yourself the essential questions. How would the version of me who is already living this future think? How would they move through their day? What choices would they make from this state of being? Would they wake up early to connect with their future in meditation? Would they speak with a quiet confidence in the meeting? Would they walk through the world as a person who knows they are already whole and worthy? Begin to make choices from that elevated state of awareness. When your behaviors match your intentions, when your actions are equal to your thoughts, you are demonstrating to yourself and to the universe that you are no longer that person from the past. You are, in a very real way, becoming someone else. And with that, consciously creating your future. Finally, let's talk about two essential states of being that amplify all creation: gratitude and surrender. First, gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receiving. When you practice feeling genuine, heartfelt gratitude, you are signaling to your body at a cellular level that the event you desire has already happened. You are being thankful for it in advance. This is not a mental trick. It is a deep, emotional state that creates coherence between your brain and your heart, tuning your energy to the frequency of abundance and allowing yourself to receive. You might start a daily practice. Before you even begin your day, feel thankful for the beautiful future you are creating. Second, there is a gentle surrender. This is a space where many of us can feel a little lost on this river of change. After you have defined your future and embraced it with your whole heart, the next step is to release your attachment to how and when it will appear. Trying to control the outcome is often the mind, the ego, attempting to predict the future based on the memories of the past. That isn't creation. True creation happens in the unknown, in the quantum field of infinite possibility. You do the inner work. You create from this field of potential, and then you get out of the way and allow the synchronicities and opportunities to find you. Often, in ways you could never have predicted. Creating your future reality is not a spectator sport. It is an intimate and conscious dance. It is moving from being shaped by the world to becoming the one who shapes it. A coherent rhythm between your focused mind, your elevated emotions, and your committed actions. Imagine your goals as a map, a beautiful compass for your brain to follow. Every time you visualize, you are wiring the pathways of your future, like laying golden tracks toward the life you desire. With affirmations, you are gently rewriting the hidden codes of your subconscious. With love and repetition, you become the author of your own inner story. By acting as your future self today, you align your steps with the destiny you are calling in. And with gratitude and surrender, you step into the softest space, where the miraculous is free to appear. You already hold all the tools. The power is within you now to guide your mind and reshape your being. The journey begins here. In this generous present moment, choose one practice from this video that resonates with your heart and begin gently as the creator of your own life. Thank you for your beautiful attention. If this message touched you, give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone ready to rise, and subscribe so we can walk this path together. Until next time, keep creating from the heart.